Everyone wants to be rich, and in some places, the job market makes it easier than in other areas. In this video, we're taking a look at the 10 Michigan counties with the highest median household incomes. Number 10, Kent County. Kent County is located in the western part of the state. I was told this week by a native Michigander that they let people know where they're from by holding up their hand and pointing because the mainland of the state resembles a mitten, so I guess Kent County would be located underneath the right pinky finger. This is the fourth most populated county with a population of 657,974. In the U.S., the median household income is $62,843, and in Michigan it's less, at $57,144, but in Kent County it's above both the national and state averages at $63,053. Oddly though, they have a poverty rate of 11.2%. Homes in this area have an average value of $173,700, and renters pay an average of $899. There are a few higher education institutions in this county, including Grand Rapids Community College, Davenport University, and Calvin University, so 35.7% of the adults have a bachelor's degree, which is higher than the national rate of 32.1%. The three most prevalent industries in Kent County are manufacturing, healthcare, and retail, which is pretty common for the Midwest, but they also have quite a few people working in professional, scientific, and technical services, as well as finance and insurance, which helps to explain the higher than average income level. Number 9, Grand Traverse County. Grand Traverse County is a great place for people who like being around water. Just from what I counted, there are at least 64 lakes, 40 creeks, and 3 rivers, and that's not even counting the proximity to Lake Michigan. There are currently 95,238 people who call this county home. 16.8% of the jobs in Grand Traverse County fall under the umbrella of healthcare and social assistance, making that the largest industry in the area. The second and third largest industries are retail and manufacturing. They also have a large number of people working in accommodation and food services, so it's surprising that the median household income for this county is above the state and national averages at $63,575. However, Grand Traverse County is the site of Northwestern Michigan College, so 36% of their adult population has earned a 4-year degree. Homes in this area run just a little bit below the national average, with a median value of $212,500, and renters can expect to pay an average of $951 per month. Number 8, Eaton County. The three largest industries in Eaton County are manufacturing, healthcare, and retail, but they also have 1.73 times the average number of people working in computer and mathematical occupations, as well as a significant number of people working in public administration, which helps to bring the average household income up at $64,348. Despite having 2 colleges within the county borders, Olivet College and Great Lakes Christian College, the percentage of adults with a bachelor's degree is below the state and national averages at 27.8%. Home values are right around the Michigan average, but below the national, with a median value of $155,000. Rent averages out to $858 per month. Number 7, Berry County. In Berry County, 24% of the jobs fall under the industry of manufacturing, making it the largest industry in the area. The second and third spots go to healthcare and retail, but they also have 1.31 times the usual number of people working in construction and 2.58 times the average number of people in agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting. The median household income is above both the state and national averages at $64,490, and only 7.8% of the residents live below the poverty line. This is in spite of having a lower educational attainment rate, with only 21.1% of the adults having earned a degree. Going to college doesn't always translate to a higher salary, although it's certainly useful for some jobs. Homes in this area are more affordable than the national and state averages, with the median home value at $158,400. Those who rent can expect to pay around $869. Number 6, Leelanau County. The median household income in Leelanau County is $65,249, and only 7.1% of the residents live below the poverty line. With the higher income comes higher housing costs, with the median home being valued at $268,400. Renting isn't so bad though. The average is $959 per month, which is actually better than the national average of $1,062. Leelanau County has 2.82 times the average number of jobs in agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting that would typically be found in a population of 21,761. Usually when I hear that, I'm picturing a farmer on a tractor, but in this area they have at least 26 wineries, which is probably where those numbers are coming from. They also have 1.72 times the usual number of positions in arts, entertainment, and recreation. However, the three largest industries are healthcare, retail, and construction. This area, in addition to being more affluent than many parts of Michigan, also has an above-average educational attainment rate, with 44.7% of the adults over the age of 25 having earned a bachelor's degree. Number 5. Ottawa County. With 296,200 residents, Ottawa County is the 7th largest county in Michigan. Almost 1/4 of the jobs in this area fall under the industry of manufacturing, which is 2.52 times the average. That's a lot of people working in production positions, so that is 2.06 times the usual number that would be expected for a population of this size. 14% are in healthcare, 10.1% are in educational services, thanks to the presence of Grand Valley State University, Hope College, and Western Theological Seminary, and 10.1% of the jobs are in retail. The median household income is $69,314, but the people working in the industry of mining, quarrying, and oil and gas extraction in this area have an average income of $250,000. The poverty rate is only 7.8%, which is considerably lower than the state and national rates. Homes in Ottawa County have an average value of $191,800, which is above the state average but below the national average, and the average rent is $898. Number 4. Clinton County. Clinton County has 1.67 times the usual number of law enforcement officers, which is why public administration is the 5th largest industry with 8.96% of the jobs. The other 4 large industries are healthcare at 13.2%, educational services at 12%, manufacturing at 11.2%, and retail at 9.59%. They also have a fairly large chunk of the county's employees working in finance and insurance, and professional, scientific, and technical services, so the median household income is well above average at $70,390, and only 7.8% of the residents live below the poverty line. $172,800 is the median home value, and renters can expect to pay an average of $839. Number 3. Washtenaw County. Homes in Washtenaw County have a median value of $263,600, which is considerably higher than the national median value of $217,500. Rent is also a little pricier in this county than in most other areas of Michigan, with the average being $1,114 per month. But with a median household income that's $15,000 over the state average at $72,586, most people in this area can afford to pay more for housing. A whopping 55.9% have earned a 4-year degree. But that's probably because 23% of the jobs fall under the educational services industry. That's because Washtenaw County is the site of the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor, which employs around 30,000 people, as well as Eastern Michigan University, Concordia University at Ann Arbor, and Washtenaw Community College. The state of Michigan has an immigrant population of 6.9% of their residents, but in Washtenaw County, 12.5% of the residents are on the census as being foreign-born, which is probably due to the presence of so many higher educational institutions drawing students from around the globe. Number 2. Oakland County. This is another county with a significant number of immigrants, with 13% of the population being foreign-born, with some of those being students. Areas with colleges and universities tend to have a larger percentage of educated adults than usual, and that's the case here. 47.2% have a bachelor's degree. Oakland University, Oakland Community College, and Walsh College are all located in Oakland County. The third most popular major in this area is mechanical engineering, which might explain why the number of architecture and engineering occupations in this area is 2.72 times higher than expected for an area of this size. That is also the highest paid industry, which explains the median household income being well above the state and national averages at $79,698. Only 7.8% of the county's residents live below the poverty line. Homes are relatively expensive, with a median home value of $242,700. Rent is just a little above the national average at $1,080, but it's higher than the Michigan average of $871. Number 1. Livingston County. Livingston County has a median household income that is $27,000 above the Michigan average at $84,221, and a mere 4.4% of the residents live below the poverty line. As with the last few counties on this list, Livingston County has a high median home value at $247,100, and rent runs an average of $1,053 per month. Just like with the last county, Livingston County also has an unusually high number of people working as architects and engineers, with 2.56 times the average number. The three dominant industries, though, are manufacturing, healthcare, and retail. Livingston County is the site of Cleary University, but educational services only account for 7.99% of the jobs in this area. If you liked this video, tell other people by sharing it on social media to help the channel grow. And if you aren't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? You know you want to hit that button. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I remain stuck in the cornfield.